What's happening, guys? Apple vs Cydia here. So why the Micromax Canvas 2 or the Micromax A110 sucks? First of all, I must say that this phone is pretty nice. You should definitely go ahead and buy this phone. But there are certain areas in which I definitely feel that the phone sucks. So the first thing on the phone is the resolution of the phone itself. The resolution of the phone is 480 by 800. Yes, 480 by 800. The resolution of the phone isn't so bad, but still when you compare this phone to the other phones in the same price range, there are other various phones which you get with the full HD resolution like 720. So the first thing is the resolution of the phone. That's why it sucks. So the next thing is the camera. The phone has a 8 megapixel of camera, but still it doesn't stand where the 8 megapixel camera should be. It takes pretty decent photo, but it is not as good as a actual 8 megapixel camera. There are various photos which I have taken from this phone, and when I seriously tell people that this is a 8 megapixel of camera, they really ask me that is this really an 8 megapixel of camera, because the quality of the photos taken by an 8 megapixel camera is definitely a lot different than the photos taken by this camera. Next, talking about the front camera, the phone only has a 0.3 megapixel of facing front camera, which actually sucks because it only looks better when you are in a good lighting condition. When you are in a dark place, not even extreme dark condition of course, then even a good camera won't look better. So if you are even in an average lighting condition, it doesn't work well, and photos taken by this camera is definitely horrible. So talking about the build quality of the phone, of course there are many phones, even the latest Samsung Galaxy S4, which is completely made out of plastic, but still there's a huge difference between the plastic used on this phone and the plastic used on the Galaxy S4. If you use this phone without cover, I generally use this cover with the phone, but if you use this phone without any kind of cover, you will see a lot of sweat in your hand, and I do feel that the quality of the plastic used on this phone is much more lower and cheaper. Talking about the LED flash on the phone has two LED flash, but still they are not as powerful as I have on the Galaxy Grand. The flash on this phone, it's pretty okay. It doesn't perform well in a very extreme low lighting condition. Other than that, the phone is pretty nice. I must say that you should definitely buy this phone, but instead wait for some other phones to come instead of buying this one. The next thing which sucks on this phone is the bezel of the phone. You can see that it's a very big bezel that runs around the phone. Even from the top and the bottom, they could actually get rid of the extra space which is at the bottom right here, so that the phone becomes a little small. It's not easy to use this phone with one hand. When you compare it with the other phones, which are the Galaxy S2, the phone is good, and I mean Galaxy S2 is a good phone and you could easily use it with one hand, whereas this phone is pretty tough to use with one hand. You can see how big it is. The extra bezel on the top and the bottom and also on the side actually make the look of the phone go down. The side of the phone is also pretty weak. I have done a couple of scratch tests on the phone, and there are videos on YouTube I've uploaded. You could definitely check them out. The side is pretty weak. I mean, accidentally I have dropped this phone, you know, twice or thrice, and there are some scratches and bruises on the edges of the phone, which is pretty bad. So well guys, that's all from my video why the Micromax A110 Canvas 2 actually sucks. Other than that, I think this phone is pretty nice. You should definitely go ahead and give it a try, but I must say wait for it. Don't buy this phone now. Let the other phones come out in the market and see, compare this phone with this one, and definitely those must be much better than this one. Currently I don't use this phone. I use my iPhone 4. So that's I wanted to share with you all guys. So if that be said, please do rate this video up, comment down in the comment section, and do subscribe to Apple vs Cydia, and do like my Facebook page. This is just my thoughts on why the Micromax Canvas 2 sucks. So please don't curse me in the comment section below. This is just my thought and my thinking. If that be said, thanks for watching. Peace.